Did you know that you can get your passport stamped in the US without going to the US consulate? We're going to talk all about it, how to do it. I'm going to give you a great link that takes you to the Department of State website so you can find out exactly how to enroll in this pilot program immediately. A lot of excellent news to get to today to get you updated on what's happening in the world of immigration. You can always get me at hrg@graylaw.com. That's the only way you can get me. All right, folks, we got a lot to discuss. Let's jump right in. Alrighty, there is a brand new pilot program. You can get your visa stamp in your passport, okay? It starts January 29th, the end of this month, and it's going to run through April 1st. You might be one of the first to try it. You might want to be one of the first ones to apply. Why? Because it's limited to 20,000 visas. That's it. It's also limited to those nationals of India and Canada. So for India, that's fantastic. You can save yourself a plane flight back home to pick up the visa. You could try to get it right here renewed. So I would recommend that you do that. I have put a link in the description box below on what you need to do. You go to statedepartment.gov. Basically, you fill out a DS-160. That's the normal form that you fill out prior to getting your interview at the U.S. consul. And you pay $205. That's the fee to get the visa renewed right here in the United States. Then follow the website instructions. This is a limited opportunity to be able to have this done. And I'm going to be watching it closely. And I'm going to give you updates for those clients of mine who we are going to file directly with Department of State right here in the U.S. By the way, this has never been done before, folks. This is the first time. Usually, you need to depart the U.S., go to the U.S. consulate, and get that stamp in your passport for any other type of visa. Don't confuse this with a new program as well for waiver of in-person interviews. This is totally different, right? So this is where you actually send your passport overseas to the U.S. consulate. So the way that you do this is you fill out the DS-160, you pay the fee, and then online you request a waiver of in-person interview. If that is granted, then you mail your passport to the U.S. consulate abroad, and they will go ahead and stamp it and mail it back, okay? That's a new program as well. It's being rolled out. That's for all nationalities. It's not limited to Canadians or Indians. It's wonderful. I can't wait to see how that works as well. I'll keep you updated. All right, folks, I talked a little bit about the border, what's happening at the border, and I think, again, it's a manageable solution. Here's what needs to be done. Here's just, again, food for thought, folks. I'm going to give you some items that we need to do when we're tackling the border. National security and border integrity. That means protecting U.S. residents and citizens from any type of terrorist activity. Integrity at the border. Yeah, we need to shore up. I think we use technology as opposed to just a wall to build up integrity at the border. Number two, unauthorized immigration. I told you how we can fix that. Let's get a legal way for unskilled workers to come into the U.S. and fill jobs where there is a need. Number three goes hand in hand. Workforce needs, right? Let's look, for example, in New York City, just last week, they did a study that suggested there are 40,000 jobs currently available for migrants. Number four, healthy population growth. We talked about that. There is a decline in the U.S. So when we're discussing the border, let's discuss our population growth as well. That's an important fact that we need to study. Number five, illicit drug trade. Big problem. We just heard what happened in Ecuador, right? The whole country, South America, which was the safest country, is now overrun by the cartel and the drugs are coming in. Yes, we need to get a handle on that. And we need to discuss this, how we can protect, our country from the illicit drug trade. I mean, we know that fentanyl is coming in from South. It's horrible. It's killing a lot of young Americans. That contributes to the slow growth here in the U.S. Finally, number six, humanitarian responsibilities. Again, our country has always been one that accepts individuals on a humanitarian basis. Let's not forget that. Let's continue to do it. Let's make that part of the discussion. Congress, discuss these 6 issues that I just raised. They're very important when you're talking about the border. It's not just one thing. It's not just shut the border, keep everyone out, and it's not just open the gates and let everyone in. There's more to it than that. A little bit of nuance. So when you're having that conversation, let's talk about these issues as well. All right. February visa bulletin looking really good. We got some advances in the employment-based category, family categories, good stuff. Go to my previous videos, check out how to look at the visa bulletin, right? So you have final action dates and you have filing dates. For this month, for all family-based cases and employment-based cases, you are going to use the dates for filing. Those traditionally are more current than the final action dates. So that's great news for February. February 1st, get ready to file your adjustment cases so you don't lose out, and make sure that the visa bulletin doesn't regress. All right, YouTube family and GN subs, thanks so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Click below, like and subscribe. Go to my playlists, go to my frequently asked questions. We have wonderful content there. And hey, we'll see you next time.